Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Crewfee Break. My name is Aiden.
And I'm Kyle.
And I'm Miles from the land down under with a nice glass of wine.
Sweet. I've got pad thai with me.
We gotta keep an eye on you, Miles.
Friggin' delicious.
Nah, you don't need to keep an eye on me, mate. I'm all good.
My mic's
Sir, would you
probably
please
picking up
breathe into the
sounds
breathalyzer?
I'm making while eating.
Sorry, mate.
I should have brought napkins with me.
Wait, what are you eating again?
He's eating pad thai.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Jeez Louise. My parents always told me, eat with my mouth closed. Well, that's a way to start the episode.
No, that is one way.
Well,
Gotta lock in.
So, first and foremost, gentlemen, it has come to my attention recently that one of my latest videos from a couple weeks ago, Bernie is back. Church is back with the milk. Jesus, I want to say Bernie because they sound the same. Jeez Louise. Church is back with the milk. One of my latest videos has surpassed 4,000 views.
Hey, nice.
It is honestly, that is a very mind-blowing thing because I was just sharing it out to you guys, sharing it out to
you tell him,
anyone
man.
who's gonna
Tell
who would
him.
watch
He's
it.
Hell yeah, Aiden.
And then 5 hours later, after I uploaded, I just was like, I'm on Reddit. I'm part of the Red vs. Blue and Rooster Teeth subreddit. Let's see what happens if I post it up here. And literally within the next couple hours, it surpasses 100 views. Then I think 200, 300, it goes up and up. And so when I woke up the next morning, it was friggin' 1,000 views. And I'm like, what?
Hey, I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, it really shows, even though how short of a video it was, just the fact that you were creative with it, but you were still simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it was thoughtful. Let's just put it that way. It was tailored to everything that was happening, and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it's I don't consider myself to be one that follows the trends of what's going on or whatever often, but when it feels right, it just feels right, and this was the perfect moment because for anyone who's not aware, Rooster Teeth is back. That is what the video was based on.
Yep.
A few weeks ago,
Undertaker style.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, Bernie Burns announced that he had acquired the rights to the Rooster Teeth brand, as well as some of the shows that were still attached to it, the ones that Warner Brothers had not sold off at all. If I'm remembering correctly, the shows that are still part of the Rooster Teeth IP is Red vs. Blue, obviously, Camp, the Rooster Teeth podcast, and Bernie's current podcast, Morning Somewhere. And
so it's definitely not as much as it's obviously not the full catalog, but I feel like it's safe to argue that that's probably the traditional stuff right there. The podcast and Red vs. Blue alone is the essentials.
Yeah.
The thing I'm curious though is what are they going to do with Red versus Blue? Because considering that despite the mixed reception of the series finale, they ended the series. So it's just where are you going to go from there? Are you going to do what was it, season 14, where they had some prequel episodes to certain characters, or are they going to go beyond that, or are they going to continue whatever the fuck those other seasons were post season 13? It's
yeah.
I feel like if he's smart at this point, he's just got to start fresh. And if he does bring back any original actors, it should just be it should just be in the middle of the season. No one knows. You just press next episode, and all of a sudden it's all the original characters back, just for a fun get together. But I feel like he's got to start fresh, because moving off all the old stuff, building off of that, I feel like it's gonna be so tough, especially like you just said. They just ended everything, and I don't even want to know like what the discussion was. Like as far as we know, they said, "Yeah, we're done."
Yeah.
It seems like this whole him getting Rooster Teeth back seems like a pretty sudden thing. Like it sounds like he didn't expect it to happen.
Yeah. We sure as hell
Yeah.
didn't expect it to happen.
No, none of us did. I mean, like again, I understand like they had to wrap up the series because the company was shutting down,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
it feels so. It feels like you're getting crumbs back. You know what I mean? Like or just like you're just getting like let's say like you're selling off a cake and then like you decide to buy the cake back, but then it's just like you've only got like one slice left. Like that's kind of what it feels like with
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
see what you're saying. Now.
Red versus Blue. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like
I've
weird
never heard of that
analogy, I know,
analogy
but
before. It's all good.
I should have thought of something. I should have thought of something better, like someone buying your entire sandwich and then you want your sandwich back and then you only get half. There you go.
Mhm.
Better analogy.
Yeah.
I think that works.
Yeah, that works perfectly. Yeah, that also kind of that kind of reminds me because I listen to the public AMA that they have over on the Morning Somewhere Patreon, and they do have like they. I feel like also on a episode before the AMA, they did talk about that they are working on a current slate that they will have by this summer and like announce what they plan on working on.
Oh wow.
Not sure what it is, but I
Yeah.
am looking forward to it with um optimistic skepticism.
Yeah.
I feel like if we're really gonna go crazy with it, they should do something similar. I'm thinking of production wise to the old like freelancer stuff. With you got your main dialogue sort of chill machinima scenes, and then your action and CGI scenes. I feel like if they
Mm.
can balance that out again, because obviously the one of the things with Zero, which made it a little difficult to watch, is the fact that it was all CGI. Which, yes, it's all Halo characters, great, but it takes away from the original feeling of what it was built on, which is it's being recorded, or at least most of it's supposed to be recorded in engine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping from a stylistic point that they hone back into that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the only project that I know that they have plans to work on is like I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but before Rooster Teeth, like I forget how long ago before Rooster Teeth, but 1997. That's where that's where I'm going with this. I think that was like 6 years before Rooster Teeth. Yeah.
6 years,
but
yeah.
Anyway, they plan on doing like a reimagining of Bernie's first ever film. I'm pretty sure it's called The Schedule.
Never heard of it.
Was this mentioned at all in the documentary we watched?
Mm.
Or wait, I'm trying to. I'm forgetting if I swore, Aiden. I don't know if you were there, Miles. That we watched something on like the origins of like Red versus Blue. I don't know if it was a separate documentary or was that at the end of like the final season. I can't remember at all. Or maybe this is something I watched on my own, and I just am totally mixing it.
Yeah, because I remember we watched the documentary about Rooster Teeth up to I think it was like 2016, 2018.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
in detail,
it was their 15th anniversary documentary.
That's right. Yeah. And it detailed like how their early beginnings, like the house they rented and like the cupboard they had to use for recording, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did. Did it show like all the different buildings in Texas that they moved to, and how like one of them was like next to a rail line?
I think so.
Okay, if this is ringing bells for you, then good. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was bringing up something that we watched together.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
it. It's it's just crazy. It's crazy that Rooster Teeth is back, and
Yeah.
I'm actually looking right now, and looking at the bottom left corner of their website, but where underneath where it says press contact, I'm seeing like Rooster Teeth is not currently hiring, but if you feel compelled to shoot your shot, please do not use the press email. Contact us here. I find that funny, just because it's because yeah, they have mentioned that they aren't hiring at the moment. It's kind of like because I'm pretty sure if I remember from the AMA that it was a project-based kind of thing. Man, I'm not 100% remembering because this is almost a month ago.
Yeah. But it's crazy to think that, like, going back to last year, or for those who are watching this years in the future, 2024, we thought Rooster Teeth was going to be just shut down forever, gone, boom. And then just started 2025, it's like, oh, I own it now, under new management.
Yep. Guys, why is it so dark in here? Came back with the milk.
Where is everyone?
Where the hell is everyone? that is just, oh my gosh, that's such a Bernie way to announce that Rooster Teeth is coming back.
It really is, yeah.
Who did the voice acting for the video?
That video specifically?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's him.
I think it was just Bernie. And they were...
just himself.
They rented
No, I
out...
mean...
not rented
your,
out.
Your machinima.
Oh, for my machinima?
Oh.
Yeah, was that you or someone else?
That was... I just used the audio from the video. That's Bernie.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, I had no clue there was a separate video, if I'm going to be honest. I actually had no clue.
Really?
No, I didn't know. I mean, as I mentioned before this talk, I just knew of things happening. I hadn't watched anything other than your video.
Oh. Well, yeah, basically the original video is just showing Bernie returning to stage 5, which was the most which is the last studio before they went under. And then basically he has a key card that still works. He walks in and he's like, "Guys, why is it so dark in here? I brought back the milk." He turns on the lights. The studio's just empty. He drops his backpack and he's like, "Where the hell is everyone?"
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I had no clue there was an original video.
Yeah, and also, it turns out that I was not the only one who had a similar idea to use the audio and recreate it in Machinima, because someone else I found out on the RVB subreddit that they did it. However, it was much different, and it was done in Halo 3, not Halo Infinite.
Oh, interesting.
Now, ready? Here's the key thing: was yours posted before theirs?
I'm sorry?
Was yours posted before theirs? Like if we're gonna go by exact date.
It turns out that it was posted before mine. So
yeah. So sometime, I mean, considering that there's like nearly 8 billion people on this planet, there's bound to be like coincidences in terms of ideas and stuff. So yeah,
creative minds think alike.
Actually, let me check. How many people are on this earth right now?
Oh my, that's gonna be a lot. I'll tell you that.
Oh, here we go. 8.062 billion, but that's in 2023. They don't specify 2025.
That's a lot of people.
Oh no, it's corrected. 8.2 billion.
Oh.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
It is insane, honestly.
Jeez Louise. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, wow.
No. You're good, mate.
I'm going to need to think about, process that afterward. Louise. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, it's like I said, creative minds think alike. So it didn't bother me too much. It was done in a similar way, but done in a different style. And it's like, props to that guy, that person. They thought the same thing I was. In light of the grand return of Rooster Teeth, there's a couple other things that I brought up with you guys beforehand, just in terms of like movies. So a Minecraft movie. First, we're gonna talk about Minecraft because geez Louise, I saw the final trailer for it, and I gotta tell ya, I'm looking forward to watching it. I don't care what people say, I'm gonna go watch it.
I mean, look, personally, it could be fun, but if if in the event it is going to be a train wreck, I'm probably going to have like a couple of drinks before I see it. It is. I mean, look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could actually be good because we all know how some movies have like shit trailers, but then the movie is actually unironically really good.
Mhm.
Transformers 1, Dungeons and Dragons.
To name a few.
Both good. Both of those are very good.
They deserve better. But
Mhm.
look, but just from looking at the trailer, I'm like, from Minecraft, it could be dumb fun.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm getting from it. Like, just the vibe of it. It just looks like dumb fun. And I
Yeah.
enjoy dumb
It
fun.
It just looks like the kind of trash I could be into. Like the kind of trash that just makes me go, oh, this is so good.
It truly depends on how much they tap into the lore. Ready? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna compare this to the one and only Halo TV show.
Oh, boy.
It's gonna be different. The main thing is gonna be, yes, you can have the environment. Yes, you can have the characters. Yes, you can just have the names. But do you actually tap into the lore? And based on the trailer, they are tapping into things like the gliders, the mechanics of the game. Like I remember one of the things in the trailer is that they're putting the pumpkin heads on all the iron blocks to essentially create iron golems. Like there's things like that that shows that they're actually taking things from the game
Mm-hmm.
and they're applying it to the movie. Which,
Yeah, and I
yes,
also...
so if the movie's cheesy, then at least it'll be like really fun and it'll still be good. Because compare that to something like Halo, where it's just like it's all over the place, and that's why I think stuff like Fallout did very good. Is even though I haven't watched it, I've seen clips. Is that they pulled a lot of the story elements and the lore, and then also a few of the game mechanics, and so that makes it believable and something that actually tailors to what people are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But also the writing is just really good. Like in the case of Fallout, like they managed to make, your own custom character likable.
Yeah.
That's usually a tricky thing when it comes to those sort of adaptations.
That makes
I mean, I'm
sense.
this. Oh, I totally forgot. So I'm actually forgetting. At the beginning of the trailer, is it just like they get like teleported into Minecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
basically.
So something else Jack Black did, where it's a similar thing. You guys watched Jumanji?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
This sort of feels like that, and so granted, Jumanji I feel like is in its own league. It is. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's somewhat tied to the game, but it's like a fun adventure. Yeah, I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can apply those same sort of things to this, but just obviously with more of the game mechanics, because obviously Minecraft is a whole different beast than Jumanji, I think it can turn out really well.
Yeah. It's...
Now that's looking aside of that's all the creativity going into the story, the characters, blah blah blah. The one thing that I'm going to point out though, and this will apply to when we talk about Shrek, is the choice of animation / CGI. What are you guys' thoughts on it? Like the realism of it?
It
Good
feels
grief. Okay,
it feels so weird.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, at first I was like, it's okay. It's not good, it's okay. But then I started like seeing all these fan edits of where they made Shrek's head a little thicker, like a wider, I mean. And then I just was like, oh no. Oh no. That looks terrible.
I mean, I for the Minecraft movie, I think it's a fun take because obviously we're so used to just everything being blocky. I think for this, it could potentially make sense because it's putting a realistic thing on what we know is just pixels compared to Shrek, which is already CGI. Do you get what I mean?
Sort of.
I don't know if that makes sense, but it's essentially what I'm getting at is you have Minecraft, which we're essentially putting a realistic take, like a realistic style of CGI on it, versus something with Shrek, which already sort of had a little bit of realism to its CGI. We're just bumping it up 1,000.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes more sense now.
It does. Yeah.
I,
Like it's still weird though. It's still flipping weird.
It is weird. Back on the topic of the Minecraft movie, I was gonna say in terms of like the story and lore, it's Minecraft, so they could just do whatever they want as long as it's like stays true to what Minecraft is as the game itself, while also doing something fun. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm not sure if you guys ever read this. There was this book series that I read, because a Minecraft movie reminds me so much of this book series I read that was based on the game. And oh man, what was it called?
I'm looking up different book series. Was it called the? Oh, this is book series. Do any of these names ring a bell? Minecraft the Island, Minecraft the Crash, Minecraft the Lost Journals, anything like that? I'll throw an image into our chat.
Island. Huh. I'm pretty sure it was like an unofficial, like.
Oh, unofficial.
It was like an unofficial Minecraft.
Oh wait,
book series.
I just found one. Did you read it back in like middle school and stuff like that? Because
yeah.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
Oh my god! Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
Invasion of the Overworld. Okay, I barely remember anything about the book. I just know I read it.
It's kind of like an isekai kind of thing where a kid is just transported into the game of Minecraft and learns to be a better person throughout his adventures.
2013.
I had a lot of those books. I read this. Gamer Night 99.99. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
That book series is what the Minecraft movie reminds me a lot about. Like in a similar sense of just...
I'm going to read the beginning of the plot here that's summarized. Ready?
Oh boy.
So it says here, after successfully griefing the largest team PvP game ever played, infamous Minecraft cheater Game Night 999 checks out a new survival server out of curiosity. After some time, during which he killed multiple players and assisted a few monsters attacking a nearby village, Game Night has to leave the game to free up his father's computer. During which a mist soda can throw triggers a chain reaction that damages his father's digitizer, causing it to dysfunction and hit him with a beam of light that sends him into a coma. So, okay, and then it says, I'm going to skip down. He wakens the next day in the village where the villagers have a party in his honor until villager Digger berates the others for praising a griefer that previously attacked the village and caused the death of his wife. Oh my god.
What the fuck is this?
Anyways, if I skip to the end here, let's see. Oh, apparently he helps some guys to defeat the monster army. And then Game Night wakes up after like defeating it all. He sacrifices himself. Game Night wakes up on another server, accompanied by Crafter, who was reborn. So Crafter's a guy who like sacrificed himself apparently in the final battle. By Crafter, who was reborn in the body of a young villager. He explains that they managed to survive due to absorbing enough EXP from the monsters to be transported to the next server, and that monsters and other servers are still threatening Minecraft. They depart in the direction of a rocky mountain in order to search for a village, and the book ends on the end ? Huh.
That is so wild.
I think I watched part of it. I'm not watched. I know I read part of it. I swore I read the whole thing. I'm just not remembering it.
Pretty sure I only read the first book, actually. Now that as you were reading it, I was just like...
I don't think they have more than one.
Yeah, they have more than one. I
did not know.
I just don't remember.
Oh, there's a book series. You're right.
Yeah,
oh my god.
An unofficial book series.
Battle for the Nether, confronting the dragon, trouble in zombie. Okay, 1, 2. There are 18 total.
Jeez Louise, I only read I just read the first 3.
One is called Herobrine's War. There's one with like an electro creeper.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's two
Now,
Hero
now that
Brian
I'm like a
ones. Oh my
grown
God.
adult, it sounds ridiculous. This sounds like Minecraft fan fiction.
Let's see if this says when the most recent one came out.
Go ahead.
If I was to take a guess, it'd probably be 2018. That's just me guessing.
Let's find out.
Amazon, what do we got here? This is not helpful. I'm just trying to find a release date. 2017, July 4th.
Ooh.
Wow.
You were
Oh,
close.
years
So
ago.
that means he released 18 of these books in a 4-year period.
Whoa.
If I'm going to be honest, that is sort of prime time Minecraft, so
Yep.
I guess that makes sense.
Wow.
Well, anyways, I apologize. I know it's a side tangent, but it's sort of related.
It's all right.
What were you going to build off
Ah,
of?
that's good.
If you remember.
Wow. That's bringing back a lot of childhood nostalgia, dude.
Oh, okay, so ready? So if I'm gonna bring it back. Do you remember the guides that Minecraft released? Like there was the Redstone book, the survival
Yes.
book. You remember those? Miles, did you ever read those?
No, I was like a teenager by that point, and this is probably gonna trigger you guys and a lot of people, but I wasn't into Minecraft back then.
That's fine.
It's okay. It's
all right.
I'm
No,
not
no,
that sort
like-
of person to judge it.
No, yeah, like I got the appeal. I got why people were into it. Like, you know, I mean, heck, I saw footage of the game when it was in its beta stage back in 2009, and then people were just like playing it for hours on end, just creating all these villages, all this random, really cool stuff, and then it just grew in popularity like over the years. Like you had the full release in 2011, and then you had like the DLC, and then there was the what was it, Telltale's like Minecraft story, and then you've had all these
2015,
books
I'm
and all
pretty
that.
sure.
It was 2015, and you had like the community exploded.
It had
Basically.
after sort of not fell off, but even though it's always been big with like Fortnite and stuff competing, it totally like just shot back up during COVID. I don't know where it is.
Oh yeah,
now.
it did.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing about Minecraft is that there are just so many ways to play it. Like you can either play survival mode, which is like a bit tense and a bit stressful of trying
I
to.
want to go back and play it.
Yeah, but I mean, also there's just like you can just vibe with it. Like you can
We
just
gotta do a
go
world, the three
chill.
of us.
Yes.
I feel like we gotta make it happen.
Yes, we do.
One day. But like I've tried a little bit of Minecraft with some friends, and like it may not be my jam, I'll admit, but honestly, I totally get the appeal.
We
You know,
gotta do survival world. Us three. It's gotta happen.
I am 100% down for that. Just need to figure out when.
That is the
How?
question.
We'll have to plan for this after.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably just be dead. Anyways,
Set
no.
Spawn. Set the spawn. Guys, I spawned in the middle of nowhere. Miles, that's
Rip.
where we started.
This could not be any worse.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. We gotta pull out /TP. We're gonna do it.
God damn it!
No. Oh,
Let me
man.
die of cringe.
Yeah, that would definitely be fun.
Yeah, and I mean it's not Minecraft without the iconic. Oh no, wait. I was almost about to say. Oh no, it is the oof sound. That oof.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my God, you nailed that. What the heck?
Mm-hmm.
Let me try again. Oof. I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, that's Roblox. What are you kidding?
Oof. 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 Oof.
Right now we're getting for oof sounds.
Ooh.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
No. Oh no.
And demonetized.
Oh man, this wine really is doing me in.
Dude, I thought you said you could handle it, man. It's only one glass.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
I
need this-
Going
I need this after work. Work was just insane, but not important.
Well, jeez,
well, anyways, lastly, if we want to transition, I know we slightly mentioned it with Shrek. What are
Shrek
our
5.
thoughts on it?
I'm honestly going in with I'm going in skeptical. Honestly, I'm confused. I'm confused why they would even continue after they finished with the fourth one.
I'm skeptical, especially after something like Kung Fu Panda 4, where it's like essentially we're going to show in the trailer Poe, but he's not really the main character. That sort of thing. We're bringing back a series, but the original characters aren't the series. Like they aren't part of it. We're just using it to push a new character. I'm just hoping they don't do that.
Yeah.
That sort of falls into the whole
Ugh.
new Star Wars movies things, all that stuff about let's bring back a series and let's just totally change the topic sort of thing.
Yes.
I'm just hoping if they're gonna bring it back, let's do an original story that's not tied to anything in real life. Let's make it fully fantasy. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, true confession. Like, I was actually kind of keen for Shrek 5 because years ago there was Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which, by the way, if you have not seen that movie, highly recommend it.
It's
so
a good movie.
Great.
It is definitely a good movie.
It unironically slaps. I had zero intention to see that movie whatsoever.
Same.
Until Chef Thriller's production was like, "Oh my god, this movie's so good, you need to go and see it." So I saw it. 2 days later, I saw it a second time, and then 3 days later, I saw it a third time, and I'm like, "No, it can't be that good. No way." But it is.
How?
And a point that I want to lead into is like after that, before the credits where they show the puss is going off to. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna go into it. But after seeing that movie, I was like, you know what? I'd be keen to see another Shrek movie with that art style. But then, years went by, and then they dropped the teaser, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
What have you done? What have you done? Look at how they.
I feel like the key thing that they gotta do is they gotta make sure that they bring back the pop references. It's just when he refers to Donkey. Well, what am I gonna do without my ass? Or the whole thing with having
noble steed
in the fight scenes, sort of things. Like as long as they bring in the pop music, they bring in the dumb and crude references. That's gonna be key. But also they gotta make sure it's not.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And
but
here's the thing: they show Shrek and Fiona's daughter, who her name is Felicia. Where the heck are her brothers? Where are her brothers? Where's Fergus and Farkle? What happened
Shrek
to them?
probably ate
Apparently
them.
a sacrifice for Zendaya.
No, I need all three of them. I want to see how
You
they
guys
all
are
grew.
aware of Zendaya voicing the daughter, correct?
Yeah. They said that in the trailer. Like, here's the thing. Zendaya, I think, is a good actress. Like, she's proven her worth. Like, she's not just in Spider-Man. She's in June. Challenges, which, by the way, underrated. But
she was in the new Serena movie. Or is it coming out? I don't know if it already came out.
Serena movie. Oh, what was it?
Tennis.
What was it called?
Tennis.
I haven't seen that.
I thought it already came out. Oh, never mind. That is Challengers. Never mind. When you said it, I completely forgot.
That's all good. But the point I'm trying to make is I do think she's a good actress, but I'm afraid that they hired her because they feel like that's what will get butts in the seat.
That's the thing about movies these days. They pick people who are popular. They pick popular actors to do the voices.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the quality of the performance and all that. If it's going to get butts in the seat, then there you go. That's pretty much what I feel like they're aiming for. But there have been times where I've been proven wrong. Like, for instance, what is it? Arcane, for example, when they brought in Haley Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld, she had a fair reputation. And so, I wasn't sure if she was going to be good in it. But when I saw that show, I'm like, yeah, this is really good.
I have to say that the majority of the stuff that she's done has actually turned out good.
Yeah, she goes hard.
She's selective. Now, granted, there's stuff like Bumblebee, not her fault, but that weren't a huge hit. Did you guys ever watch Bumblebee? The trailer?
I did see Bumblebee.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was decent. I always troll the scene at the end. I know this is completely off topic. At the end, there's a Decepticon on a tower, and he shoots a rocket towards Haley Steinfeld. She gets in a commercial dumpster, and it hits the dumpster, and she is fine. It just goes flying, and then she just steps out. So my family forever, whenever we see a garbage can, we're like, that's an indestructible garbage can. So that's what I think of when I think of Bumblebee, is that she survived a missile hitting her garbage can, and she's inside of it. And this is like a big one, so she would have to be tumbling about, but she comes out
Yeah.
just fine. Okay.
It's basically the new nuking the fridge.
Yep.
She totally redeemed it, in my opinion, with Spider-Verse and Hawkeye. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Oh,
are
yeah,
both
tho-
good.
Oh yeah, she's really good. Yeah, and I mean, look, to be fair with Bumblebee, I think her performance was like she brought a lot of like heart and care into it. Like
Yeah, she
of-
was good. It was just the
Yeah.
writing, in my opinion, like with like John
Oh,
Cena
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh god.
I
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
that he was in that movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I think as well, like when you compare it to the past protagonists of Transformers, like you've got Shia LaBeouf like being this horny teenager who bought a car just to impress a girl, and then you've got Mark Wahlberg who I'm an inventor and that's it. Like that's literally it. But like Haley Steinfeld's character, I'm like I actually give a shit about this character, and it's the same with Noah in Rise of the Beast. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, have I seen? I honestly forgot if I watched Rise because it just came out.
it came out
years
2 years
ago.
ago, mate.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Rise of the Beast yet, and I haven't seen the latest one. What was it
To
called?
be-
It's like
Oh,
it's more tied into the original TV show. Isn't it called like 2 or something? Or
Oh, Transformers 1. Transformers 1.
oh, it's not even. They don't even put it in like the main list. Yeah, Transformers 1.
No.
I've heard that's fun also.
Transformers 1 is unironically good, but
yes.
I'm getting very off topic. Like
Yeah, no, I apologize. That's
good.
my
No.
fault.
no, it's my fault. But the point is like going back to whole Zendaya is like they should hire people regardless of celebrity status for what they feel suits the role, not like what will get butts in the seat. But
It'll
the problem
be
is
interesting, yeah, how they shape her character.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, I think one of this obviously going to be like a parent kid sort of movie, like parent it is classic. A movie
Yes.
that suddenly comes to my mind is Ice Age 4. or,
Oh
like, 3.
god.
Oh
have-
yeah, that
You
one.
have the parents, Manny,
Yeah.
and then isn't like the kid named Peaches or something? I
Yes,
don't know.
Peaches.
Peaches. Ah,
Damn it.
oh yeah.
No!
Hey, be quiet in there.
Now is not the time.
Sorry, it had to be done, mate.
Anyways, I feel like that was done decently good. I mean, there was a lot of other stuff that happened in the movie that sort of kept things exciting. It's just I'm hoping it's not this like cringy sort of like, my parents aren't letting me do what I want to do sort of thing, which is always a classic thing that has been
Father,
part of
could I leave-
storytelling forever. But
Miles, I
That's what
swear
it
to
is.
God.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I got the whole
Oh,
world
no.
to see. Ski, spiddy, spiddy.
No.
and then they finally get to learn how to cook. They get to learn how to drive a car. Oh my god, this is how taxes work. Like they could be boring like that. That'd be funny.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Again, I'm going in with skepticism because I don't know. Just
No.
I really
They
don't
probably-
have the words right now. It's not landing for me right now.
No, I don't think it is for anyone at the moment. I mean, anyone remember the bloody Sonic trailer from 2019?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Jesus
and then the
Christ.
outrage.
We can do it, internet. Let your voices be heard, and then they will be forced to change the design.
Yeah, but this ain't Jeff Fowler we're talking about.
Yeah,
No.
I think the really interesting thing with this movie, I know this is sort of going back to what I was originally saying, is like the CGI quality and style, like how every like one of the big things that we're noticing in the trailer, every pimple, every imperfection you'd see naturally on a person. Like I'm looking at the picture of like Shrek, his eyebrows, like every little hair is shown. It's amazing, but the lighting and everything, I'm just curious to know if this will really sit with everyone.
Well, I think. Well, here's the thing. The issue that I have is that when you watch Puss in Boots a lot, I mean, sorry, let me go back to Shrek. With Shrek, like the reason like it looked what it did back then was because it was meant to be like the middle finger to like Disney with their whole like, fantasy and all that. So then they're
Yeah.
like, we're just gonna make it like very dirty and so-called realistic and all that. And then you have and then years later, you have Puss in Boots: The Last Wish putting the shoe on the other foot. And I thought that's what they were gonna do with the Shrek 5 teaser, but it just feels like they're in the middle, if you know what I mean.
We're trying to do a bit of both.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
unfortunately, when I look at this, the style of how things look reminds me of Trolls. It reminds me of all these sort of
Oh, good grief.
fantasy anime CGI movies that we've had in the last
Oh,
8-9
geez.
years.
yeah.
And not to say that something I know Trolls is a random pickup. I was just thinking of other fantasy stuff that sort of reminds me. But it
Oh,
just
good.
unfortunately it's just all sort of blending together, if you get what I mean,
Right.
and how things look, which is
Yeah.
a problem going forward. Because the interesting thing about like Pixar early on was something like Toy Story, and Cars, which were revolutionary in, well, specifically Toy Story, in doing a full CGI movie. Like that was unheard of.
Yep.
And so, but they managed to get things like reflections on like the on the eyeballs of characters. They managed to get amazing lighting, even though the key thing though is that you could still tell that everything was like toyish. Like the animation, their CGI.
Oh, yeah.
Part of it was because of what they were limited by, but you could still tell it was much more toyish. I mean, that was the whole point of the movie. Whereas now we've sort of hit a point where it's going to be interesting going forward that the status quo is now like perfection across CGI. Do you get what I mean? Like every new
Yeah.
CGI animation movie looks incredible, but that's a problem because now how do you differentiate yourself from everyone else?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what made Spider-Verse so special, is that when that came out, it showed, and it won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. It showed like other studios like, okay, we can actually do something different. We don't have to pursue that Pixar art style. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely. That was part of the was one of the first things that caught my attention with that movie. Is like this feels like it is straight out of a comic book.
Yes.
exactly. And I mean, it's not just that, but it's also just like they could do their own thing. And so you've got these other studios like Paramount with the TMT movie. Oh god, what else is there? Obviously Sony continuing with Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And then eventually.
Sorry, you keep talking. I have something to build off of when you're done.
Oh no, and then and you've also got like DreamWorks when they did Puss in Boots: The Last Wish with that particular art style. Like that's the stuff I want to see, because even though you can tell they took notes from Into the Spider-Verse, they're doing their own thing, and that's what I like.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I was thinking of styles, but the Spider-Verse thing you said was a great example. Another thing is not just you could totally lean to CGI, but you got something like Despicable Me, where they lean into proportions. Like every character has skinny legs, big body. Do you get what I mean? Like it's unique to
Like their
bodies
all of the
are like
Despicable
just
Me Illumination movies, and so that's something that they've nailed down. Is like, okay, they're gonna create a funny movie, but it's made by them because the proportions make no sense. You have a dad that seems like he's 1,000 feet tall, and you have kids that are at his like knee level, but they're supposed to be like teenagers, sort of thing.
like cartoony character designs, basically.
Yeah, it totally fits in. And so now we have these movies that are leaning into this ultra realism, but I forgot who said it earlier about like it being like sort of in the middle of things.
That would be in relation to Shrek.
Yes, because when you compare it to, because it's really good, it's super detailed, but it's not, they haven't pushed it to the level of like Halo 2 anniversary cutscene sort of thing. Like they haven't pushed it to ultra quality. So it feels like it's in this weird middle ground of like trying to be super detailed, high quality, high fidelity, but it's still holding on to this old animation style, and doesn't really seem like they can decide on what they want to do.
Yeah, they're being indecisive about it.
But anyways, as far as we know, it could, benefit of the doubt, it could be an amazing movie, and I'm just absolutely shitting on
that's my only hope right now. I just hope that the story is
Yeah.
and it's got a similar charm, not the exact, but a similar charm to the last four movies.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
My jaw would will be on the floor if in the event they decide to bring in the wolf character from Puss in Boots. Like
Def?
I would yeah, spoilers, but I mean look, it's been out for years, that's fine. Def, yeah. If they brought in Def / the wolf character from Puss in Boots into Shrek 5, I will be like in awe.
As long as it
In a
makes
good
sense.
way. If
Oh my
it
God,
if
the
it makes sense,
number-
if it makes sense, yeah.
The number of memes with the wolf and then like Puss like turning around, like you know the scene where like Puss's hairs like stand up.
Yes.
And he like turns
Yeah,
into
yeah,
a wolf.
yeah, yeah.
The
That
number
meme.
of memes about like my mom came home and I didn't defrost the chicken sort of thing.
Yes.
Like there's so many of those memes when that movie came out.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Or,
very familiar with that meme.
Or what is it? In the final battle, where it's like when Puss there's a picture of like Puss turning, and it's like the protagonist in the sequel, and then like the wolf comes in. It's like the protagonist in the previous game.
Yeah.
It's like oh no, my time has come.
Goodness. Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be the day my jaw would also drop.
Oh yeah, it
that's-
says. Oh wow, so this cast announcement says Shrek 5 in theaters Christmas 2026.
And interestingly enough, Ice Age 6 will also be released on that same day.
Oh God.
It's saying
So it's there's going to be an Ice Age 6, and that's coming out on that date.
Gosh darn it.
competition.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
that's a discussion for another time.
Oh yeah.
I am not diving into that rabbit hole right now.
That is fair. That is
Jeez
fair.
Louise. I'm so sick of it. Honestly, I'm sick of it at this point where it's like by the time they reach like the fourth or fifth movie, it's just like, okay, I think it's time to wrap this up and call it a day. Please.
The one thing I will add to it, and then I'll stop there, is originally the Ray movie was meant to be released in that year, but then they actually removed it from the release date and just decided, oh, well, what should we put in? Yeah, let's put in Ice Age 6. Ice Age 6, yeah, let's greenlight that. Let's go. That'll make us money. We're Disney. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Well, isn't it? Wait, does Ice Age? Is it controlled by Disney? Because I know it's Blue Studios for
Yeah,
sure.
because
Blue Sky
Fox
Studios,
was
yeah.
bought out by Disney, and
up until
I'll
it
never
says
forgive them for this, but they
2021.
did shut down Blue Sky Studios, the original creator of that franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2021 is when it shut down. Oh yeah, Disney acquisition.
Yeah.
And they already released a movie that looked like terrible
Oh, it's because of a COVID. They're saying.
and was terrible.
But it just looks cheap. It
It's-
just looks cheap.
Yeah, so I don't have high hopes for this
Well.
the next one
We'll
whatsoever.
have to see.
I mean, it's probably going to make a fair amount of money, let's be honest.
Yeah, no matter how bad it is, it's still
Yeah.
just gonna make the company money.
Yeah.
With one exception, not an animated movie, but a particular movie involving the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh Jesus! Stop. Okay, that's
all
it.
right. I'll stop.
I am ending the episode here. This will be for another time. Jeez Louise.
you want to talk. You want to talk about it.
I
You
know
you
I
wanna
do,
talk
but I
about
don't want to talk about it either at the same time.
It better be as
Mirror,
good as like
mirror.
something like Cruella or something like that.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Is Aiden going to talk about that particular movie?
At all. The answer is maybe.
All right, you're right, Aiden. Let's call it.
Yeah, I'm calling it. It's enough. Thank you
Where's the
everyone
wine?
for tuning into
I
this
need more wine.
episode. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. It's great to talk to you
Absolutely.
guys.
Alright. Cheers.
Be sure to check out the previous episode if you haven't already, and if you are new, coming back on the regular or whatever, subscribe to the channel because we post this every few weeks. Because
When we feel
Roughly
like
that,
it.
yeah.
yeah, when we feel like it.
Yeah.
So,
We take
anyway.
our time.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.